alright?
Yeah, it's okay. It's very sleepy.
Yeah, I think we both slept through pretty much most of it. We have arrived. We are in Avoriaz, we are at Belambra Clubs, and we are here for a week because we are skiing, and I'm so excited and so happy. We had plenty of naps on the way here, so I think we've got a bit more energy, and we've just had some food too, so that always helps. So we've done all the necessaries, we've checked in, we've got our room key, we've got our skis and boots are all in the boot room, and we now need to head into town to go get our actual ski lift passes for the week. So I think what we're going to do is head to the room, unpack a little bit, get some actually appropriate clothes on, and then we can ski down to there because it just makes life easier skiing around. Because Avoriaz is ski in, ski out, and the whole area is no driving, just walking, skiing or sledge rides. So it is so beautiful. I already feel so much more happier and relaxed just being in the mountains. Honestly, I'm just so excited. I think it's going to be such a good week, and we can't wait to show you. And if you're new here, I'm Amy, that's Tarek. We are a couple who loves to travel and go on holiday, so if that's something you want to watch, then stick around, subscribe, and stay for a little bit more. And somebody just said it's snowing as well, so that's even cooler. Okay, welcome back. We are now in the room. How exciting. I'm going to give you a proper room tour, and I'm going to start from outside to make it properly official. So outside we have a corridor which is actually really dark, but the other end of the corridor is the view, which is incredible. You probably can't see it, not gonna lie, but a view of the run outside. Anyway, we are in 310. Let's go on in. You come on in and there's a hallway, and there is a toilet there. Always handy to have a toilet on its own. Full length mirror here, which is always super handy to do some ski fits for the day. We have a area to hang all your coats and bits like that, and we kind of use this as a shoe area as well as you come in. And then we have a bathroom. So we have a really nice shower actually, and they give a shampoo on the side, which is also super handy. We have a towel rail, so if anything gets a little bit wet throughout your stay, especially our swim costumes, then we can hang those up. And then we have a bathroom, which, you know, we've already started to put all of our bits and bobs everywhere. Towels, and again, nice mirror. I would say, however, they only do have this as a hairdryer. So if you are somebody who has thick hair and likes to blow dry their hair, bring your own hairdryer. Okay, now we're into the main bit of the room. There is Tarek, chilling out. We have a wardrobe area, which we have stuffed everything in already within record timing, so that's pretty good. And there is a safe there. It is quite a small safe, just FYI, and it comes with a key rather than a code. We've got bedside cabinets. We have got a big old bed. It is 2 single beds pushed together, that's why it is so massive. And it actually is quite comfortable, isn't it, babe?
Yeah, it's pretty comfy, yeah.
The last room we stayed in, we had a really solid hard bed, and I was quite heartbroken for the whole week. So knowing that this is actually quite soft and bearable, I'm very, very happy. We have a little area where there's a desk and a seat, so not as much desk space as the room that we stayed in last year, but hey ho, it's fine. I've created a little snack area up here because, you know, when you're skiing, you need snacks. And then the sun is out, and look at the view from our room. That is literally the main town just here, and that's where we're going to go collect our passes shortly. And we're probably just going to ski up and down a few times just to have a little practice, get some practice in before we go wild tomorrow. And then we have another room view. So this is over this side of the resort, which we will be going there as well. And again, just another hook, bedside cabinet, limited spaces to put suitcases. That suitcase is too big, sadly, to fit under the bed. So just FYI. And then a TV. So all in all, I am pretty darn happy. How would you rate the room out of 10?
Yeah, it's good. I think the last one was better because it had a little seated, cushioned area. Didn't it? It's a little bit bigger as well. This one's a little bit tighter, but no, it's cosy. It's nice. It's got a nice view. It's probably got better views, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'd say this room's got a better view. Last year we were right by the ski lift. And the ski lift obviously starts quite early. So everybody probably could see into our room if we were getting dressed. So we did need to close the curtains.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
I did close the curtains, okay? It's fine. So yeah, this room is a little bit smaller, but I would say the position of it is slightly nicer.
Yeah, I guess because it's it's got multiple views. You've got that window, that one.
Yeah. I would like a balcony, I'm not going to lie. Where we went to Flane a couple of years ago, we had a beautiful balcony, and that was the exact same Belambra Clubs as well.
Was it a Belambra?
Yeah, it was a Belambra, yeah.
I felt like Flame, we stayed further out though. It wasn't ski in, ski out.
It kind of was ski in, ski out, but...
Oh, okay, but you had to be more skilled.
You had to be a little bit more skilled, and at that point we weren't. Hey-ho. You've got quite tired, haven't you? I can tell.
Yeah, I'm mostly.
This one was like, I really want to go ski, get some practice in, you know, all this stuff. Now he's tired.
I'm tired. The journey uphill was quite...
ferocious.
Yeah.
I hope you saw some of the footage. The guy had to take a different route because I think a tree fell in the road, is what he said.
Yeah, I didn't quite... I had my headphones on, so I wasn't...
Yeah, that's what he said. Anyway, I think we were both asleep and we woke up to just being absolutely chucked about at the back of this little minibus because the road that we were on was wild.
It was just a dirt track, wasn't it? But it was really uneven. And he wasn't going slowly over it, he was literally ramming it over.
He was going for it. It was clearly not his car and he did not care. But we got here in the end safe and sound, so that's the main thing.
They don't really do many auto transmissions here. They're all driving like manual diesels. Which is interesting.
There's your fun fact.
Yeah, it's just quite like aggressive,
aggressive. It was aggressive driving, not gonna lie. But
whereas that guy, when we felt quite sick, he drove really nicely, like through the, shifting through the gears and everything. He was really,
driving up the side of a mountain, you can feel a little bit sicky. I get quite bad car sickness anyway, but I do generally tend to be okay. So just bear that in mind when you are travelling.
I think in Flame, didn't I get sick? I got food poisoning.
I think you had food poisoning or a bit of a stomach bug.
Yeah, because it was on the way back.
So when we left Flane to go, we were literally a couple of hours from our flight, leaving the hotel. You started throwing up, bless you. You were so poorly.
Yeah, and you left me to go have a massage.
All right, we're going to have to tell the story now because otherwise I sound really bad. So we had massages booked. Tarek started to get a sickness bug in the morning, so obviously he couldn't get his massage. And I didn't want to cancel my massage as well and lose the money, so I still went and got mine because you were just vomiting. And what was I going to do at that point? How could I help you vomit?
That felt really sick.
Yeah, you were really poorly. I've never seen you poorly like that.
No, I just thought it must be food poisoning.
Yeah, it must have been.
Kind of,
they do say when you're high up in the mountains, sometimes you can get stomach bugs because of the cold.
I don't know, but I think it's more food related.
It probably was food related, but you're here to live.
Yeah.
You are here to live another day, hey?
Definitely. But yeah, coming back down the mountains and stuff is really... It makes you feel a little bit sick anyway, but being sick as well is awful. It just makes you feel really bad.
do think Flane was much harder from a travel sickness perspective compared to Avoriaz, don't you think? I think it was more hilly, more mountainous, more steep.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just longer as well.
Yeah, I think it was longer from Geneva to Flane as well, which doesn't help. So the guy said it was about an hour and a half to get here. Do you think that was right?
Yeah, it was probably around that, an hour and a half to an hour and 45.
Yeah, so it's actually not too far from Geneva, which is super handy because the last thing you want to be doing is sitting in transport for hours on end. So lots of pros coming here. Okay, I'm going to wake this one up. It is now gone 2 o'clock, so we can actually go get our wristbands, which means that then we can get all the food and all the drink and properly be situated to the hotel.
Yeah, 2:45.
So what's the plan?
So if we get our wristbands, then go out for a little ski.
Wristbands, ski.
Pick up the ski pass.
Ski pass.
And then do a couple of laps around here, and then they'll close the slopes at probably around
4, 5, yeah. So we haven't got long. So we gotta get going. Yeah. And then we can come back and I get my first non-alcoholic Aperol Spritz. What's it called?
Venezia.
A Venezio. I'm so excited. I love Aperol Spritz and I have not drunk alcohol now for years. How long has it been?
Yeah, it's been a while. 2,
3 years? Yeah. Maybe?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's probably been about 2. Yeah, we're getting on for 3 years now.
Nearly 3 years I haven't had alcohol. I still love the taste of alcohol, but I just don't enjoy what alcohol does to my body, and I want to feel well. And so non-alcoholic Aperol Spritzes are the way forward, and they taste exactly the same. You'd have no idea, would you? No idea.
It's very fresh in the mouth.
So I am buckling up to get as many on the all-inclusive as I can while I'm here. That's my aim. All right, let's do this. Okay, we've made it. We're out on the slopes, and as you can tell, the party's in full force, but we're not partying just yet. Okay, we have the passes. That was actually so quick. There was a massive line and I thought, I'm going to be in here forever. But it turns out all we had to do was scan the QR code on the machine and they plop out the machine. So super handy, super quick. But they are only from tomorrow, so we do have to wait to actually ski. So, you know.
It's going to be a lot of walking.
A lot of walking, and I'm not up for a lot of walking today.
It's very tiring as well.
Very tiring. Yes. So I think the plan is now we're going to head back to the hotel. I think there'll be some snacks and drinks available. So let's go chill.
It's very dark.
It's very dark in this corridor. I have no idea if you can see us or not, but we are off to dinner. I am starving Marvin. We've obviously ate really weirdly today. We were up at like the crack of dawn. Actually, we were up at like
2:30.
Yeah, we were up at 2:30 in the morning, and we've just ate really odd. And I could just desperately do with a good old amount of food. So we are off to dinner. It is buffet here, but the buffet is actually really good, isn't it?
Yeah, for a European one, it's pretty good. Wouldn't quite put it in the league as for Zanzibar because that was really good.
No, it's not like global buffet kind of standard.
But it's good.
But it's good for like European buffet, and generally they always change it up. So like dinners and lunches are always quite different, which is really good when you're here for like a whole week. So
yeah, good selection, and it's nice not to have to go out again and try and find food and all that.
So
kind of
nice.
stuff.
Not to get your like moon boots on.
Yeah,
you literally just wander down. So
because it's also hilly and everything. It's not the best to do that.
No. It is hard work if you want to leave this place. So
Especially
staying
if you're not
in.
skiing and you don't have a ski pass and the ski lifts are closed. Yeah.
Exactly. Back in the very dark corridor. Dinner absolutely floored us.
That was very tasty. Filled a hole.
Hold on.
Very full now.
We'll carry on talking in a minute when you can actually see us. Okay, I am so full. We did go a bit wild, but it was really good. And Tarek had to just try all the desserts because obviously I can't eat them all. Okay, now it's really dark. Hold on. Look how pretty the view is from our room. Look, so nice. I hope you can actually see that. They put like lights all on the trees, so they look so pretty. We went for a tropical mocktail, a peach iced tea, and a lemonade. Sadly, I still haven't got my non-alcoholic Aperol Spritz, but I'm hoping tomorrow will be another day. Yeah, they kept telling me that they just don't have any, and I'm like, oh, it's the only reason I came skiing. No, I'm joking. Yes, we definitely ate at the buffet, like proper ate, to the point where we are very, very full. But it was really good food, so, you know, can't complain.
That's lovely.
And now we've ate, it's really hit us with just how tired we are. So we've made the executive decision just to grab some drinks from the bar, like I've just shown you, come back to the room and just chill, because we woke up at 2 o'clock this morning, and I think it's really starting to hit us how tired we are. And I want to be in good spirits tomorrow. I want to be ready and raring to be skiing and, you know, giving it our all. So I think we're going to call it a night, aren't we? Well, anyway, thank you so much for joining us on travel day, really, isn't it? Travel day of our ski trip. And stay tuned, subscribe, and you will be seeing day 2 very shortly. And that is when we actually get stuck into a proper bit of skiing.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Excited?
I am.
I'm very excited. So thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.